Sponsored by Squarespace. Whether you need a domain, website, or online store, make your next move with Squarespace.
Guys, the internet generation is finally growing up. But they don't want to. Here is a visual representation of a millennial's journey from childhood to adulthood. No, you can't make me! No! What with the conveniences of modern technology and a level of leisure unmatched by any other point in human history, my generation is a little hesitant about taking on adult responsibilities.
Well, daughter, I think it's about time that you get a job so you can start paying for your own car insurance.
That doesn't feel right to me. You bought me the car. You should pay the insurance.
So my generation has developed a very clever coping mechanism to make the transition from childhood to adulthood a little less triggering. We've done this by turning the word adult into a verb. Adult is no longer something you are, but something you do. Sometimes. I finally got off my parents' phone plan. I'm really adulting now. It's meant to be ironic. Like, guys, look, I did an adult thing, but I'm still a kid and I don't care. But also, if I don't start acting like an adult, it's gonna be bad for me. But also, adults are lame, right? You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the Netflix joke. You've heard the Netflix joke.
That moment when Netflix asks me if I'm still watching and I have to decide if I'm going to be productive at all today. Here's a hint. #I'm not.
Wow! What an original joke! Why is this supposed to be funny? Is the punchline supposed to be that you're lazy? Haha. Like, there is a whole generation of internet culture that is dedicated to portraying yourself as lazy and as antisocial as possible.
All my friends are hanging out tonight. Meanwhile, I have a date with my two best friends, Ben and Jerry.
That's not funny. That's sad. But people think this is something worth broadcasting. Like, not caring is somehow a virtue. It seems like our generation wears this apathy as a badge of honor. And that's why adulting is such a big deal. Because we don't want to adult. We just want to sit around watching Netflix, right?
Just got home from work, and now I'm paying my bills. Am I adulting yet?
No, you're not adulting. You are an adult, and you're doing grown-up things. Because that's what's expected of an adult. Unless, did you want an award? I mean, this just sounds weird. Can you imagine if actual adults wanted to broadcast when they acted juvenile?
Wow, I just played Xbox for 4 consecutive hours instead of going to work. Am I kidding yet?
Ugh, dad jokes. Actually, speaking of jokes, I think that's what my generation's problem is. I think that our generation feels very insecure about our abilities. We don't feel adequate enough to be adults. And so to cope, we just make the whole thing a joke. That works.
I'm in my 20s, and today I did something that adults do every day. Pretty funny and out of the ordinary for me.
It's like if someone makes fun of you for being short, the best way to diffuse the situation is to laugh at the joke, right?
You're right. I am short.
But our generation, it's kind of like if nobody had made a short joke in the first place.
Yeah, because I'm short.
Well, I didn't even say anything about that.
Well, I mean, I knew you were thinking it. Besides, I can't hear very well because I'm all the way down here anyway.
The heck?
Hey, that's not a fair metaphor because people make fun of millennials all the time and say we're really lazy. Meanwhile, I'm finishing up a binge of The Office right now.
Look, adults don't adult. Adults are adults. And here's the thing. You don't have to feel insecure about being an adult. Nobody is going to condemn you for trying to do adult things and failing the first time. Most of being an adult is failing. Look, we millennials have an uphill battle, okay? A battle for respect. So let's not play to the stereotypes, okay? They're making fun of us over there. Don't be adult. Be an adult. Wow, I just made my first dad joke. I'm very proud. Am I adulting?
Stay tuned for a scene from our next episode.
Guys, one of the easiest ways to prove that you're an adult and that you mean business is to have your own website. Because everyone has that secret project that they want to work on, but they don't know how to get started. The first step is to have an awesome website. But see, most people think that building a website is difficult and complicated and confusing, And they're right, except they don't know about our little secret workaround. It's a life hack I like to call Squarespace. Squarespace makes it so easy to build your own website. They have beautiful award-winning templates that will have your site up and running in literally minutes. You don't have to know how to code or anything like that. In fact, Squarespace has 24/7 customer service in case you need any help. Now use our link squarespace.com/cow because there you're gonna get 10% off your first purchase. Guys, it's the adult thing to do, okay? Make your next move with squarespace.com/cow. Next week on Messy Mondays, Big Head Kid makes his most adult choice yet.
Hello, Facebook friends. It is I. I have decided to take a break from Facebook and be a better person, unlike you. If you want to get in touch, you have my digits. Okay, now I'm just gonna wait a few minutes before logging out just to, see all the comments. Let me see.